Welcome to the Excel portion of problem 2.41 on page 64. Now, as I mentioned in the previous recording, I'm going to move ahead a little bit because I would expect you to be able to sort by now. And again, if you're having any issues with this, talk to myself or talk to the person who runs the lab. We're very fortunate to have the lab person that we do. They're really excellent. They can help you out a lot. So make sure that you're getting comfortable with that. I've already pre-done the bins, and this is a repeat of a lot of the information we've done before. So I'm going to use, under the data tab, I'm going to go to data analysis, which you should have activated some time ago now. And again, if you have questions about that, you have to activate the data analysis tool pack one time, and then it will be there you don't have to reactivate it every time. And so we will use this extensively from chapter 2 up to the end of the course. So we're going to go under histogram again. We have the input range. I've already done this as a practice, but as a reminder, we go to B2, we go Control Shift down arrow. That will select all of the data up to the end. If you just select the column heading, it selects all the data down to the very end of the spreadsheet. So the bin range, because it's small, I could do the same thing. I could go like this, click and drag, or if I wanted to, right, I could do the same thing. I will click, Control Shift, down arrow, and it automatically selects it for me. The output range, I'm going to put in H2. So I can put it anywhere I want, H2, G2. So I'll switch it over to G2. I'm going to do the Pareto, the cumulative, and the chart output. And I go OK. And we have a nice table done for us. Don't even have to put in all the formulas because this is a very common thing in Excel. Move the chart down. Of course, resize it. Once again, don't particularly worry about the fact that it's not going to perhaps look exactly like you do on the solution that you had before, but you can rearrange things. And it goes from, because it's a Pareto chart, it goes from the most frequent to the least frequent. And you should have learned how to do histograms and stuff, which would present it in 115, 125 in the bin numbers. So you could draw it differently. And if you forget, look back at 216 and 228 and how to do that. But we can do both of these at one time with regards to the percentages, etc. And it does the frequency on the left, but it also does the frequency on the right. So it has two Y columns. So hopefully you're getting more and more comfortable with this and starting to feel like, oh, I can create some charts and I can easily do this. When I talk to former students who work in industry, there are some, if they work for large corporations, a lot of this is done in a fairly automated way. But even those large corporations such as Amazon, which I have former students working at, I also have students working for Walmart, they tell me that they need to know how to do this on their own. Because one of the things as a manager, it's not just pre-done all the time. You need to be able to create some of this on your own. Like even just make a brief presentation to your staff and show them quality issues or show them productivity rates or whatever you're trying to get at, or spoilage, or on and on and on. So your ability to present data so that makes it's meaningful, and to be able to do it quickly, and also to be able to share it. You could send this to your supervisor as an attachment to your email. Do it on a piece of paper, or drawing it on the board, not a good idea.